time of Christopher Columbus, there was a famous debate between a theologian and a priest. The theologian argued that Indians were natural-born slaves. The priest replied that a man who grows rich enslaving Indians is a son of Satan. It's not clear who won the debate. But the Spanish continued their conquest of a new world beyond their wildest dreams. "500 years later, a mestizo, a Mexican of mixed blood, rides out of the jungle and onto the internet. Marcos, military commander of the Zapatista indigenous uprising, wraps a revolution in the music and technology of a new age.
Nosotros nacimos de la noche, en ella vivimos, moriremos en ella. Pero la luz será mañana para los más, para todos aquellos que hoy lloran la noche, para quienes se niega el día, para quienes es regalo la muerte, para quienes está prohibida la vida. Para todos la luz, para todos todo.
Marcos's communiques come from Chiapas in southern Mexico, where jungle canyons hide the Zapatista guerrilla army. I head for La Realidad, a village deep inside rebel territory. I come from Canada, Mexico's free trade partner. In Canada, we debated the North American Free Trade Agreement. Here in Chiapas, they went to war over it. That was in 1994. Since then, there's been an unsettled peace.
A la hora.
La Realidad. In English, it means reality. This is where the road stops and the rebellion began. Teresa poses with her family. She's the midwife of La Realidad. She's brought a lot of Zapatistas into this world. Her grandson, Clinton, is named after the President of the United States. In La Realidad, there's a 1 in 5 chance a kid like Clinton will die of a curable disease, such as diarrhea or pneumonia. Teresa can barely read or write. The people of La Realidad have carved their fields out of the jungle. According to the Mexican Constitution, the government had to distribute land to the people who worked it. Often, it was the worst land in Mexico, but the only choice campesino farmers had. Teresa tells me that when the gods created the Mayan Indians, they called them the people of corn, the true people. Then other people from another part of the world came and put the Mayans under their boot. But the Mayans said to themselves, "Ya basta, enough. We will take ourselves underground and we will wait for the moment to rise up like corn." That moment came on New Year's Eve, 1993. In Mexico City, members of the ruling party were celebrating the new year. The institutional Revolutionary Party had ruled Mexico for almost 70 years. The ruling party was celebrating its free trade agreement with Canada and the United States. It was to begin the following morning. The deal, they said, would launch Mexico into the First World. But this time, they had made a mistake. To make way for free trade and large farms growing export crops, the ruling party stopped distributing land to campesinos like Teresa. Now, campesinos had nothing left to lose. As Mexico City celebrated, 1,300 kilometers to the south in Chiapas, squads of indigenous guerrilla soldiers moved out of the mountains. The tourist city of San Cristobal de las Casas woke up to find an indigenous army in its streets. Some soldiers carried AK-47s. Others carried sticks. They had seized 650 ranches and now controlled a quarter of the state of Chiapas. On the television news, one man appeared a foot taller than the rest. Unlike the indigenous guerrillas, he spoke Spanish. Subcomandante, or Sub-Commander Marcos, started translating for a revolution.
¿Me puedes explicar quiénes son y dónde van y cuál es la onda?
Bueno, lo que pasó es que el día de hoy se atacaron 4 cabeceras municipales, todas en el estado de Chiapas. Es un movimiento de insurrección de nuestra organización que se llama Ejército Zapatista de Liberación Nacional, cuya dirección es mayoritariamente indígena.
The Mexican army counterattacked. The Zapatista demands appeared on the internet. They wanted control over their lives and the land. People died on both sides. Some say 150, some say 500. A ceasefire was declared.